Hi, Mike Fisher here, the Fish. Yeah, I'm a baseball guy. Look at my painting of Hank Aaron when he was in the minor leagues. The original plan, by the way, was he was going to sign it. I did a painting and then he was going to sign it. So Hank, he was going to come on my radio show and sign it. So Hank, if you're watching, Mr. Aaron, I'm in Frisco, Texas. I'll meet you at the Star and you can sign my painting of you. Thank you. Speaking of the Star, Thursday was a miracle day. Britt Brown and Jim Maurer and Dr. Fowler and Dr. Cooper. Somebody's doing some fine work in that building because a whole bunch of guys who on Thursday morning were like, no, he's not playing. No shot there. No, that ain't happening. Chronologically, as Thursday went on, things got rosier and rosier and rosier still. I'll do this in chronological order. As you know, the Cowboys getting ready to play the Eagles on Sunday night at AT&T Stadium. By the way, the Eagles are banged up too. I don't think they're going to have Deshaun Jackson, their wide receiver. I don't think they're going to have Peters, their left tackle. And those are trouble spots for them. Boy, it was like Noah's Ark around here. The injuries coming in twos to position groups. The two offensive tackles? No. Two veteran wide receivers, Cooper and Cobb? No. Two cornerbacks, Byron Jones and Anthony Brown? Doesn't look good. But then today, it starts with going out into the Ford Center. Cowboys practice indoors on Thursday. And by gosh, there's Tyron and he's got a helmet on. What are you doing? There's Lyle. He's got a helmet on. They got shoulder pads on too. They're over there doing the resistance cords with Britt Brown at the beginning of practice. Okay, good. That doesn't rule you out yet. That's something. At least you're walking. And then the two of them walk on over to the individual group period with the other offensive linemen and do their thing, which you shouldn't do if you've got a sprained knee or a high ankle sprain. So they are trying. The idea is that Lyle Collins, there was no way. That Tyron, maybe. But, last week was a maybe at the Jets, too, and it didn't work out. And yet, Thursday, there they are, both doing a little something. The injury report comes out officially. They're both listed as limited. Well, that's not bad, all things considered. Then we take a walk towards the locker room. And I am told that Britt Brown is out in the backyard with Byron Jones, the cornerback who's got a hamstring, and that Byron Jones, again, didn't practice, but that Byron Jones is doing things. And then I look out there and I see Britt Brown a little bit later, and now he's with Anthony Brown, another cornerback, slot corner, and he's doing things. And I get a chance to kind of glance at this, and this looks pretty good. Possible Byron and Brown for Sunday night? Possible. Then we get in the locker room, and Amari Cooper is basically like, gather around, y'all, gather around. So I can announce that I'm going to try to practice Friday and try to play Sunday. Now, Amari Cooper is a tough guy. And if you've seen, in fact, if you search here on the Mike Fisher YouTube channel, you will find my one-on-one with Amari Cooper in which he expresses what pride he takes, what great pride he takes in playing hurt. That once upon a time, as a young player, even at Alabama, he thought, if I'm not 100%, I don't want to play because I won't be as good as the other guy across from me and I can't beat him. If I'm 100%, I'll beat him all the time. He said, if I'm 100%, I'll beat him 100% of the time, which isn't quite true, but close. And he learned that, well, maybe 70% or 80% or 90% of Amari Cooper is still good enough. What percentage is he? As I said today in our reports on 105.3 The Fan, on Thursday reports, he had a thigh bruise that before Sunday's game at the Jets went halfway around his leg and now goes completely around his leg, thigh, quad. It's nasty, and it's ugly, and it's discolored, and if it was just a regular schmo like me, I'd be laying in bed, waiting for something to happen to make the pain go away, and make the discomfort go away, and make the discoloration go away. Amari Cooper wants to play. We will monitor, of course, what goes on with him on Friday, And maybe it's a step forward. You know, he doesn't practice much anyway during the week. I mean, he participates, but he's not going full speed because of the heel problem and the foot problem and the quad problem and all this stuff. And then on Sunday, he shows up and looks like a Pro Bowler. Can it happen again? We will monitor. Also worth noting, Zach Martin missed the Thursday practice. He's got his usual back soreness. I think that's maintenance. Now he's got a little bit of an ankle. I don't think there's great concern about him there. So a chance that the Cowboys, who were, as of Wednesday, having to take scout team guys and put them in the rotation, and take rotation guys and put them on the scout team, maybe by the time we get to Sunday, it'll be a more realistic version, a more real version of the Cowboys. And I'm not talking about the 0-3 Cowboys. I'm talking about the 3-0 Cowboys against an Eagles team that is similarly reeling. Somebody's going to come out of that thing with a driver's seat of sorts possession of first place in the NFC East. Thank you for checking out our work here. We appreciate the likes and the follows and the subscriptions. Fish out.